Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another beautiful Sunday where all your dreams can come true in the wondrous lands that is Embers Adrift. We are going to turn off this music because we don't need it right now. If you've heard it before, you've heard it before. We are currently here in Freehold. And yeah, let's turn that audio back on. Is everything good? Everything good? Everything good. I hope everyone's having a good day. Whoever's out there in ether space land. Oh, there's a name. We already got a named. Not even 10 minutes into the stream, and we got Handler Finla. Now, what Handler Finla gonna drop? I don't know. Boots? Belt? Something other than boots or a belt? I don't know. What we get? What we get? And we got the necklace. So we've seen the boots. If you don't know what those are these boots. Wolfskin treads. And those, yeah, they're okay. They're nice little boots to have. They're probably better for tanks, but there's just not a lot of boot options for DPS, so sometimes you gotta choose stuff that you don't want. But yeah, we're here currently in Forgotten Depths, but actually it's not Forgotten Depths, it's Freehold. And we're here, we're just kind of running around trying to find wolves to kill, trying to find names to kill, to get the sweet, sweet armor, the Wild Wolf, which is slightly better than the regular wolf. I'm gonna turn Discord on, or their Discord on, so they can hear what they're saying, what they're thinking. Are we just we're heading back? Okay, it looks like we're just heading back. We're gonna head back, we're gonna chill. So you saw very briefly Freehold. And yeah, a good day for all. I'm sure we'll be back. And if we're not back in Freehold, then
Shit,
we'll
I
be
couldn't tell if
somewhere
that was
else.
fantasy or an NPC.
I mean, you don't see many people running around with this white wolf.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true. You'll see maybe a handful. Not even a handful.
But yeah. Looks like everyone's taking a break. Perfect time for me to start my stream, but you know how it is. People gotta take bio breaks and stuff like that. If anyone on the outside, it may seem like that we're just we're plowing and we don't stop. We don't even rest. We don't even drink. We don't even go to the bathroom. That's all false. We take a lot of breaks. And you kind of have to take breaks because if you go hard, eventually it'll come to bite you in the ass. Let's see here. Okay, yes, all right. So this is a perfect opportunity to just chill. Look at the beautiful fire. Look at the beautiful scenery. Here, let's do one of these. Just appreciate the light. Appreciate the greenery that we're having right now. Well, while this is going on, do you guys want to hear purring cat? Let's unhook this. I don't know how well you guys heard that, but I hope it was amazing. But yeah. Sorry about that. We are here. We are waiting. Everyone's getting snacks. Everyone's getting drinks. Everyone's going to the custodian. No, the concession stand. The custodian stand isn't as interesting. It'd just be some brooms and some mops and some like sawdust and some detergent. Wouldn't be that entertaining. Well, actually, let's pan this around a little bit. So this is the entrance to. Are they saying stuff? Am I saying stuff? I don't know. So this is the entrance to Freehold. You'll see it. So what's interesting about Red Shore is that it'll say that we're in Red Shore Ridge when in reality we are in Freehold, which is over here. We're in this little area. And then you have Red Shore Ridge, the actual Red Shore Ridge, which is this area in the mountains. So if you're level 25 and you're like, where are I don't have these unlocked, that's where they are. They're an area you can't go to yet. Yeah, this is called, does it say what this is called? Does not. There's 2 gates. You can't enter that gate, not yet. But you can only enter this gate. And that's right there. And then it doesn't show it on this map, but above this is above that is high hold. No, it's HH. What the hell is that? It's like high hold pass, high hold, high high wind, high. Tell you what. We're gonna ask the Discord. It's high something.
Here it comes. It's getting close.
They're dueling. You don't need to worry about that.
Ooh.
The number of the beast.
We did such. What happened there?
They rolled 3 6s and then a 4.
That was horrible.
Oh,
Oh man, this is bad.
Let's turn this off for a
I'm
second.
moving. Look at me. Look at me.
Let's
Oh,
turn.
I'm twerking.
More like, oh yeah, look at that booty twerk.
You got a 6, a 6, a 6, a 4, a 2, and then a 1. Let's turn that back on so that you don't have to see everything everyone's saying. You don't need to see it. So yeah. So yeah, the Red Shore is interesting. Oh yeah, I was trying to see what the name was that new zone was. Is it like in, maybe I could find it in the they done. So we're heading back.
We missing Morlock. There he is.
So we're heading back into Forgotten Depths. No, not Forgotten Depths. Freehold. I don't understand how you can get those two confused. I don't know. So we're working back into Freehold. Which is basically, it's basically Stronghold 2, for lack of a better term. Except there's stuff that's like 41. I think this area goes all the way up to level 41 in some areas. And it starts at like 35, maybe 37 at the entrance. Maybe even a little higher than that. But we're in a pretty comfortable spot right now where we can kind of take these down pretty easily. Earlier we had like 10 mobs and we dealt with it pretty well. And you might be like, well, all these dudes are incoming, why aren't you stunning them? Because I don't know if you guys hear that, my cat's knocking my mic cord around. But what was I saying? I don't even remember. Not like it matters. It doesn't matter. But oh, that's right. Why I'm not stunning, because Blubber is running from primarily a parry right post build where he hits and then he right posts the enemies, and then that helps him with threat a little bit. There'll be some mobs that I still stun, which are like archers, because they are a pain, because they sit in the back and hit the healers, and that's not fun. Yeah.
Boss in the tower again.
Ronnie Millsap, what you doing, man?
And sometimes I stun them anyways, just because I can. So there's a name, Johnny Millsap. I think this group calls him Marshall Matters for funny reasons. What did he drop? He dropped the shining spalders, which are common. So typically what I've noticed is that mobs will typically have 3 drops. They'll have a common, an uncommon, and a rare.
Just.
Do. But yeah, the majority of the time, chests don't really have anything of that value. It's just usually stuff to sell, or consumables, or resources? What are these things called? Doesn't say. I don't know. There's a term for them that I'm zoning out on right now. But yeah.
I don't know though. That axe looks like a toy in the hands of fantasy.
Yeah, it doesn't look as good as the Heretic axe or the Darkforge axe.
So small, it looks more like a one-handed axe.
Maybe in another game.
You just gotta make yourself tiny.
Never.
A lowercase c.
Fucking didn't mean to need on those stupid ass things.
Listen, we think that I might be the first person to wear to be the fat person to wear the chest, so
I'm
Well, you
down
could
with
be
it.
a short fat person. Maybe a little dwarf.
but a tall fat person?
I agree. They're even better. I mean, look at me. Tall's always better.
There's not a lot of middle slider people. Cause you either want to be all the way small or all the way tall.
RPGs. People that'll play humans in Baldur's Gate 3.
I don't give two flips about the races. I just care about the stats.
That's what a human picker would say.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's funny. I usually do both, but I don't ever pick humans. Like, I'm in max, but I think my first playthrough is going to be just like a goofball, doesn't make sense playthrough.
I'm probably gonna wait a bit for BG3. I'm probably gonna actually. This will probably be after I hit level 50 and do all that fun stuff. But I'll probably get around to actually playing and finishing Baldur's Gate 2.
Chest.
Reese has just asked me if I'm running solo. He's in here.
Who just asked that?
Risa.
What level are they?
I think they're 43 now. Let's have a look. Risa, 40. Yeah, 43 Warden. Oh no, sorry, they're in Highland Hill. Sorry, yeah.
Highland Hills,
Yeah,
that's what it
43 Warden.
is.
You should be like, yeah, I'm running here solo. I'm the OG of this place.
This goes to Highland Hills. Okay. God, I always want to call it Highhold Pass. That place from EverQuest, but that's not it. That's Highland Hills. And now we know.
Bring it on, y'all.
Bring it on,
There.
y'all.
So,
But yeah, we're just here, we're chilling. Trying to get them drops, trying to get them names, trying to get them fat loots. Uh-oh, don't look, guys. Don't look. I have the number of the beast as my things. It's confirmed he works with the beast. He sells them quality goods and email addresses for a fine price. Let's see, do we have a fucking archer? We do. He's pulling it back. He's pulling it back. We good. We Gucci. We eating good in the neighborhood. So what's interesting about the sentry is that they do not move. Which every other archer, every other longbow user will always back away, except for these ones. Which is nice. because the longbows are a pain in the ass. Because they back up and they back up, and the tanks can't hit them. And then the DPS will be able to
Man,
hit them.
ain't no sentry. Stop acting like a sentry.
And the and you know the DPS will try to hit it, and they'll pull aggro, and then it'll back away from the DPS, and then all sorts of crazy crap. Damn, already 21% in? Let's go. That just do that 4 more times and bada bing bada boom, level 41. Then we'll be cooking with gas. Seems to be a pretty quiet Sunday evening, which is fine. You know, some people they're out there on a Sunday picnic, having a good old time, eating apples and potato salad and pork chops, fighting off ants and wasps. You know, just having a good old time with a picnic out in the wilderness. You know what I say to that? You can have your picnics. I don't want them. Listen, sir, you're being a meanie. You're being a big old meanie. I don't like it.
Yeah, I feel bad for him, but it's just a matter of.
So, yeah. So Highland Hills is actually one of our potential next destinations. Highland Hills has a lot of drops. There's also the Dralsk EV. That's also one that we're going to be looking at in the future. Got that right. Yes. They're way better about the chest than I am. I'm pretty bad at finding them nowadays.
Was a tank, can't solo. Got a blue, 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 blue.
It's funny to hear little snippets of the conversation. And yeah, it's a good time. We're sitting at 26 minutes in. I've gotten, I want to say like maybe 5%. I mean, probably a little less, if we're being honest. Which one is he on? He's on that one, and I will get this one. Boink.
Did you already mine the notes down here, S'more?
Yeah. While you guys are killing the rat.
Nice.
Love it.
Because they can respawn before we even run out.
I know. This place is wonderful.
You're basically a mining speedrunner now.
Oh, dude, you want to see a mining speedrun? Go do those rock guys, man. I don't even feel like I was getting to play in the group. I was just mining, waiting for people to loot, mining.
Well,
Seeing
imagine
my
it now with
sniper
the
mining,
tools.
Oh, dude, yeah, it'd be better. It'd be better. Still would be crazy though, because they just respawn so ridiculously fast.
There seems like there's a lot of places that respawn fast like that.
And I found some in Highland Hills. I'm wondering if they're on like the similar respawn.
Wouldn't surprise me.
And they're 3 sheds. And there's rock menders, so I was wondering if there's a level 40 plus rock mender hammer that drops from them. I don't know.
Hmm.
There's
Look at
rock
all this
menders
shit
and
up there, man.
surveyors were the 2 I saw.
We'll have to do some research. Put it in some vials and spin it around.
Yeah, one of these days when we've got 4 or 5, we can go murder a bunch of them.
Yep.
They were orange and red to me when I was 40, so they're probably yellow and orange now.
Yeah. Yeah. And oop, I'm muted. So yeah, that's kind of the thought process we go into it. Now, if they say it's, I think we're taking a
Let's see.
break. We're taking a break. We're taking a 4th break, maybe. I don't know.
No chest,
None, Chief.
no rat. That was probably the rat. Damn. Alright.
I'll be back.
Back up.
Okay.
So we call this S'more's house. That little area. I have no idea what that youth is for. The exile youth. I imagine it's gonna be a quest coming up, maybe an epic quest. Hey, talk to this youth in Freehold. And give me 8 rancid meat, and you know what? Stocking up on them rancid meats. Now you might be like, why are you stocking up on rancid meat? Well, the answer is obvious, because they sell for nothing. They sell for copper. Which makes me very, very suspicious. That they're going to come out and be like, alright, get 50 meats, and then I'll be ready. I'll have all those rancid meats. I'm like the 1-star diner in town. I got all the rancid meats. All of them. I'm gonna bonk this dude out. Blunk. Was that guy a short bow? He was. No, whatever. You know, typically I would usually be... It depends on what we're doing, really, because sometimes what we're doing requires a lot of calls out, and this, not so much, because it's all so... It's all blues. Well, it's blue to me, blues to yellows to me, and mostly light blues and blues to them, with a couple, maybe a couple whites.
See a wolf, call it out.
So yeah, mainly we're trying to find wolves, or the named feral wolf, to primarily get that sweet wild wolf gear, which I'm wearing 2 pieces of, right meow, actually. And yeah, just get experience. Get this dude and bonk him out because he's annoying and dumb.
Rats, man.
Rats.
Rats.
Oh, more like fish 42. Grass, dude.
Thanks.
So yeah. Thinking about it with Professor Dave. Now, if you don't know, this is going to be a complete side. This is going to be a complete random thought. But there was this weird Canadian show I stumbled upon called Cowboy Who. And it's like, it's the perfect show to just leave on in the background at like 3 in the morning. Because you don't really get a lot of shows like that anymore. You don't really get like Space Ghost Coast to Coast and those shows like that where it's like, it's prime viewing when you're not watching it. When it's like off in the television and you're like working on something or you're playing something. It's just on in the background and you're just listening to it, and then every now and again you look at it and you go, oh, well, that's weird. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy and kooky. And you don't really get that anymore. You know, it's just a lot of infomercials at 3 in the morning, which is kind of sad. Let's be real, it's kind of sad. Not that infomercials didn't exist back then. Oh, they did. It just feels like it's mostly infomercials now. This is all crap from a chest.
When we're really kicking it, I think we're at about 10% an hour.
Well, we're kicking it. So here's a great quest item. These soldiers' trousers. I've already completed this quest. This quest actually gives you a really good necklace. Tool's favorite rock. 14 stamina regen, 6 haste. Oh, very, very good. But basically, you get that item, and it says who's missing pants, and then you find out who's missing pants, and it's the dude in Red Shore. The dude in Red Shore is missing pants. And then he gives you some assorted items for you to have.
You know,
You get some assorted items to have. But I think most people will take that, oh hey. So also, if you don't know, to get the level 34, 38, and 42 abilities, you must get them as drops. And they drop from the quote-unquote Forsaken. And they will have a name, like this one is a Forsaken Freehold Defender. But it'll usually be a Forsaken mob type Defender, Striker, or Supporter. And it'll have a chance to drop one of those 3 books. This one of 3 books was Stomp, which is the Juggernaut 38 ability. But we don't have any Juggernauts, so it sits. And you might be like, well, can't you trade them? Can't you trade them to someone? No, we can't. They're soulbound. It sucks, I know. But we'd have so... It's kind of a blessing in disguise because we have so many goddamn books. So many. Just cluttering up our inventory.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
I
gonna
could get
down
the
to the
50.
Berserker book.
I could get the 50 and be like,
No,
damn.
no.
So here are Zealots. Zealots are interesting because they can drop Bloodright weapons. And what's weird about this zone is that the Zealots below level 40, which are most of them, they will drop regular Bloodright weapons. Other than the ones that are 40 or above, which are more uncommon to find, they drop the Fervent Bloodright weapons, which are level 40. And the regular Bloodrights are 36. So you just have a lot of quirky stuff like that in this game sometimes. I mean, it makes sense for some areas, like Forgotten Depths, because you have a lot of lower level manslayers and a lot of higher level manslayers, and they drop the manslayer swords, great swords, poor swords. So yeah, I feel like that works better because in Forgotten Depths you have the manslayers near the more close to the entrance, and those will drop the regular Manslayer greatswords, and then the ones closer to Alchemist and Darkforge, those will drop the honed Manslayer swords, and those are the regular's 25 and the hone's level 30. Actually, this is where the majority of the zealots are. We call this the the stone circle.
Oh.
We got a
On the
bow. Are we on the bow? I think he's on the bow.
I'm wondering if outside of the AE groups, like when no one
Yeah. Let's see, thick leather helm. Don't want it. Don't want it. Don't want it. Don't want it. Want that. Those are my resources. Need them resources. But I see a bunch of couple new people trickled in. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. As usual, I play Embers Adrift right for now. I'm calling it MMO/RPG Sundays until something happens. But for now, I do Embers on Sundays, so this is that. Hope you guys are liking it. We are currently in Freehold, which, if you don't know, is this little area over here. And Red Shore is an interesting place because normally you'd see this map and say, well, you know, all these areas are grayed out, you know, where is this? I want to complete my map. Well, you're going to have to go to the good areas. You have to go, oh, hey. I'm going to turn on voice
you're
chat.
gonna get it
Say.
for
Paste.
oh, forget it. Who's the guy in Forgotten Depths?
Why? No, we're getting
Yeah.
it for you.
I'll use it for that. I'll let you
Yeah,
guys
you can
you
hand it to Sly.
trade it
I'm sure
in
he'd love.
for.
Thanks, Sly, for the raid. Oh, I actually said that in voice. Whoops. Oh, I didn't say it in voice. I muted myself. Yeah. Thanks, Sly, for the raid. We were kind of talking about you. Did he drop it? No, he dropped the hood. But thanks, Sly, for the raid for a third time, and then thanks, Sly, for the raid fourth time combo. Shoutouts. Let's go. Oh yeah, that sucks. Sometimes that just happens though. I've had that happen a lot of times before I ended up in the crew. It's rough out there, man. That's honestly not bad though. 14% in that many hours. Why did I knock that guy out? Whatever.
To me.
Ballin, Ruin. Anarchy. Anarchy.
Yeah, it's a good experience. Because I know before I would do this a lot. Sometimes I would only group for like an hour, and then I'd be like, you know, I'm too tired. I'm just gonna take a nap, or I'm too hungry. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Because some people they just don't have that much time. And like I've said before, I feel like Pantheon will help with that better. Because I feel like for this game, you really have to dedicate a lot of time to see meaningful progress. And Pantheon said that you're going to be able to do something within 1 or 2 hours if that's all you have for the day. Some meaningful progress. So I hope they do that, because I feel like this game, as much as I love it, maybe a little too much of a grind.
On Mole Bear Greaves as well for the
Yeah. Skip all that crap. I mean, people's focus have different focuses. I think my focus is, well, it'd be different if I didn't have a group like this. But you know, I want to hit 50 so that I'll be ready to do the epic quests when they come around. But again, we don't know what level those epic quests could be. They could be 40, they could be 50, they could be 30. We don't know. We just simply do not know right now at this point in time. But welcome to the stream. Yar Pengzi Gran. First time chatter, always exciting to see. Who are you in game? I've probably seen you running around in one way or another. Okay, yeah, that's right. You're a Zig. But yeah, I would recommend anyone who's probably wants to get the most enjoyment out of the game to go in with a static group of friends, because you're probably going to get the most enjoyment out of that way. Obviously, you know, you can't come into a lot of people can't come into a game with 6 people or 5 people plus yourself ready to go. I understand that. But that's just how it is for this game. I didn't come into this game with a static. I just kind of fell into one. Yeah, yeah. And sometimes, this group will have people, we'll be missing a person or two and they'll get someone in here. And that's good. That's just good. But I notice a lot of people have hit a wall, especially after the 20s where it's like, there's not many people around this level. I don't know why I stunned that guy. Are they saying anything interesting? I don't know. Where, yeah, there's not many people and they want to find people, or, they just, I don't know. And I feel like the only way they can really solve that is just get more players. Just get more players. A Blood Right Mall. Interesting.
We shall see.
Wow.
I'll need it. I don't have my other one on me.
And the great axe.
Oh, there's the Great Axe.
Well,
Holy shit.
It's not as good as the Will, though.
not the fervent, but yeah, they're.
Oh, that's why it's not as good. It's not the Fervent.
But I wish they dropped one of these weapons. Fucking dropped 2 of them. Is that all I have to do?
Yep.
Man, I sure wish the White Wolf would spawn. The feral guy that drops
Funny,
all
my
the
cat
big
sleeps
old
when I'm
White
not
Wolf armor.
streaming, and when I do
And drop
stream,
3 full
he
sets of
decides to find every
I sure
little bit
wish
of
the
plastic to
healing
chew.
breastplate went
Yep.
through.
I was explaining something, but it wasn't muted. My cat loves to chew on plastic when I'm streaming, and then when I'm not streaming, he's asleep. That's just the kind of, he's a little butt sometimes, so I have to mosey him around. But yeah, the wall, it's kind of a wall. And like I said, the only way to really alleviate that is just more players. Really, just more players. Maybe lower the required experience. I'm not saying they have to make this game like super easy. I got the axe, really? Whelp. I'll have to see. No, I got the gold axe. I didn't get the fervent. I mean, I didn't get the blood right. So wait, was it? Hold on.
That's ridiculous. That doesn't even make any sense.
It's the one-hander.
Let's see a fantasy.
That's even
What?
worse.
That's so
What?
stupid. That looks like a one-hander. That looks like a one-hander. You have to make a little baby character for that.
Look at Heidi. Heidi, pull your axe out. Look at Heidi's axe compared to that axe.
Tickle, tickle,
That looks like a one-hander. It looks like they
Gucci,
messed up
Gucci,
what it was
goo.
supposed to be.
What's wrong with
Did
these
you
people,
get that
man?
axe from a cereal box?
A fantasy with his
Point.
this baby toy, baby
Man,
rattle.
stop eating that Captain Crunch. Stop saving the little things for Captain Crunch prizes,
Yeah,
man.
stop-
Come on.
Stop cutting out the bottom of the box, man, and melting that. Shit's been discontinued since 1998.
Hey man, that's a collector's item.
You know, I'm glad I didn't get the fervent axe before I got this one. I would have been very unhappy.
I think
Oh,
we
dude,
would have been making fun of you if you would have been
go
spinning with
this
that thing. I sort of want to see it now.
Gucci, 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 goo. Gucci, Gucci, goo.
It's funny
Armor Vin-
because I think I
Armor
use
Vin's
an
right
axe
there.
like
Just letting you know, Armavin's right up to our left, my left. Your right,
She
Fancy.
is.
Mm,
Admiral Levine.
I'm pretty sure I used an axe like that when I was a lower level.
I mean, that's just horrible looking. How, like, silly that is.
It would not surprise me if there was supposed to be another model for that and they just haven't gotten around to that. Like a lot of other models for this game.
I feel like that's proof that size does matter.
Yeah, it's a strong argument.
Gucci, goo.
Bonk. So this guy can drop. He can drop a. You can drop a dagger and some rings. Actually, we drop a 2. Really, you're gonna defend yourself? That's the one he usually. No, that's not the one he usually drops. He drops. It's weird. There's 3. He drops 3 rings and a one-hand dagger. Ring of the Crusher, Ring of the Stabber, and Ring of the Carver. And all 3 of these do different things. If I already have one of those in the bank, I don't need 2.
What?
And then
Guys, don't be a meanie. Please don't be a meanie. But yeah, we just chilling. We having a good old time. Getting them drops, getting them tiny one hand, 2-hand axe.
The whole train coming in.
Over
From where?
50
Oh, I'm gonna root
minutes.
and just pull out whatever comes.
Gotcha.
that's what she said.
Y'all did not make this easy on me.
Shit, sorry, there's more. I tried.
Watch yourself.
It's all
watch-
good. I was healing myself too. It's just too many mobs.
Ow. But yeah, CC really helps out in this game. I feel like you'd be, I mean, and really it just depends on the group. Could you go in a group without CC? Yes. But I feel like a lot of groups would probably struggle. Because a lot of tanks aren't built for parry. I'm gonna bonk this guy out. No, that guy. No, this guy. No, yeah. Yes, no, yes. Maybe. So... Exactly. And I feel like a lot of new players get hung up on, well, which class should I play? You know. And really, it doesn't matter. You know, if you want to play a healer, just play one of the healers. Now, you may or may not want to go Warlord if you want to be a healer, healing ass healer. Because you're going to have one healing button for 34 levels. You know, and you're going to be looking at the cooldown with the most intense gaze. You're going to be watching that timer like you're watching your microwave timer go down. Like, is it up yet? Oh, I need it. I need what's in there now in my mouth. But yeah, you know, if you want to be a tank, just pick one of the tanks. Root is nice, but it's not the end all be all, you know? All the tanks are good, all the healers are good, all the DPS are good. Scooch this a little bit this way. Good, good, good. Yeah. Now, could the argument be that maybe it's a little too balanced? I don't know. Because too, you know, once you start making things a little too balanced, then you start creeping into what WoW ran into, where every class is
Oh, thank you.
where every class is basically the same. I don't think it's that wacky for DPS, not really. Obviously, it gets wacky for healers. Because healers have a lot of... They get, in quote-unquote, interesting stuff to do. And I feel like that's kind of like grass is greener on the other side kind of stuff. Because I imagine even in DPS, like, you have you know, you probably have berserkers who will say like, oh man, I should have went Brigand, so I have CC. Or maybe you'll have a Brigand who'll be like, I've been pulling a lot, maybe I should have went Warden. But really, you know, everyone's fine for the most part. Some classes excel more at some things than other classes, obviously. And, yeah. Ain't no thing. one are we on? We're on the wolf. Yeah. We're on the wolf. Yeah, it would be nice to see a wolf creep around on stream. One of them feral wolves and get us let's see another piece of that beautiful
Yeah, 2 trained wolves up here.
beautiful wild wolf. As you can see, I have the chest and the one of the greaves, and that's why my guy is white kind of on those pieces. And really, if we're being honest with ourselves, it's just for the looks. White wild wolf is slightly better than mole bear, but it doesn't overshoot it. Like, you know, here's wild wolf greaves, 4 combat movement, 6 positional. Mole bear greaves, 5 combat movement, 5 positional. So I feel like the gear is probably the absolute worst for DPS. That's what they need to work on. Because it's like I don't know, we don't know any outfitters personally. The closest thing to an outfitter is the Armor Lord, and that's Smorlord. But yeah. Oh, there's Fur Wolf. There he is. There's our boy.
Feral wolf, baby.
And it's fucking Levi in the guild.
Oh, he's in Pantheons?
Yeah.
He joined on a noob
Yeah.
night.
Swear he was in a different guild before, but
I would have to see what the gear is at level 30 and see if it's like, because I would be curious if it's comparable to I'll pass on that one. I'll make sure everyone gets at least a piece of Wild Wolf.
with 2 tanks. I don't know.
Oh, he won the other piece. Alright, whatever. At least he has matching boots. Bootsies. Actually, no, I think we do have a... Yeah, I think we do have an outfitter. Now I'm thinking about it, because he makes shirts and stuff. But he hasn't really talked about the leather gear like at all, so I imagine it's probably not that good. Because it's probably just like some positional and a lot of resists. Like a lot of other gear. Yeah. And honestly, a lot of this is, and devs, if you're listening, this is actually something I'm serious about. Just the itemization needs a lot of work, period. Because right now, for me, my big upgrades from drops are mainly weapons. Those are the big upgrade drops from, or picks from classes and stuff. And then after that, it's like stamina regen gear and haste gear, which you're not going to get on a lot of pieces, just period. Those you'll usually get if you're lucky on a ring, but usually on weapons. And that's why weapons are the big upgrades right now. And it's kind of a pain in the ass because right now it seems like the quote-unquote DPS set at level 40 is the Wild Wolf, but Wild Wolf only drops from one mob, and it's a named, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to spawn. So yeah, I don't know. Which one is he on? Which one are we on? We are on this one. Yeah. I know rings are good for tinkerers. I know they can make some pretty good rings. I'm trying to think of other crafting. And that's a whole other problem, is just the recipe drops are kind of all over the place right now, because you have armorsmithing and weaponsmithing recipes that drop all the time. Literally all the time. They drop so much we throw them away. And then you have stuff like provisioning recipes, which are just super rare, hard to come across. And then you have stuff that just doesn't make sense, like the elk tea and the mandrake recipes, where you have things split across 6 different recipes for the elks, and they're already super rare. You know, there's probably only 2 people on the entire server with both the tea refining recipe and the actual tea recipe. You know, that stuff just needs work. And I think it's not worth the effort for a lot of these things. It's like, okay, you got this super rare tea recipe. You got 2 super rare tea recipes, one of which is, you know, one requires a super rare drop for the refining recipe, and one requires super rare drop for the actual tea making recipe. And then it's just like 2 to a resist and 2 to another resist, on top of stamina regen that's already on just a base stamina regen tea. I'm sure it'll come by in time, or maybe it won't. I don't know. We'll just have to see. I know the development team is kind of putting out fires right now, and they can only deal with so many fires at one time. Because I use this for another video that I made. And I imagine even though you have it, it just, you probably don't have many uses for it. It's like maybe a tank would use it on the regular.
Cool people in the guild.
Maybe a couple people would use it, but it's not like, I mean, if they want to make a rare recipe, make a potion be a rare recipe. You know. Or make the recipes drop from a named. That'd also be something I'd be okay with. But yeah, there's a lot of things that need tweaks in this game. Hopefully the alchemy system will change things up enough to keep players' interest a little bit longer. And I honestly think this game needs more range classes, or more range options. Because it doesn't seem like there's just straight up no bows in this game. Not a lot. Yeah. I still think that they should have like a potion throwing class or whatever, you know, like who makes up potions and throws them at people. I think people have been saying that for a while actually. Cuz that's like cuz you think about like how do you make a class that's low fantasy but it's also kind of ranged and kind of magic-y. And that's like the closest thing cuz you already have potions in the game. So you'd have someone who'd make like concoctions and throw them around. Um, or maybe like a trapper. That would also fit this game really well, like a trap handler. But people would be like, well, why isn't that warden / ranger? But yeah, I don't know exactly what the alchemy system entails. We will see when that comes out. Hopefully, hopefully it changes things up enough to where people will enjoy it and it'll add a lot of depth to the game. But what's nice is that for this game, the devs are listening. And I know a lot of other big AAA publishers say that, like, oh, we listen. We're listening, but they don't. They'll, you know, maybe it'll reach the devs and it'll be like, actually, this is a problem. And then they'll flip a coin and decide whether or not they want to fix it or not. Probably based on how much money it's going to take to fix it at the end of the day. And if it's more than not much, if it's more than a little money, then they're not going to bother. But if it sounds like I'm jaded or I'm mad or both, because you know this game has a lot of heart. I would like to see it thrive. I'd like to see it do better. And obviously, I'm level 40. You know, you don't hit level 40 in Embers if you hate it. And if you hit level 40 in Embers and you hate it, then I'm sorry. You put so much time into a game you hate. I mean, Final Fantasy 14 was like that too, where they implemented Eureka, the Eureka areas, because they quote unquote wanted something like this, an old-fashioned game where people group together and they hunt mobs, but it didn't work because you're sitting here like this. Well, I can't even really show it. You're sitting there like constantly clicking buttons every 1 second. And you can't really talk when you're clicking a button every 1 second. And then people complained about the grind and the pointlessness of it all. And then you know what our boys at Square Enix did? They did it again, but they made it more grindy. And nobody left, and no one liked it, and that's when I quit 14 for good. I haven't looked at it since. Because they said, you know, they had on the paper, we're gonna make Eureka 2. And they made Eureka 2 despite Eureka 1 being such a mess. You know. And it kind of annoys me sometimes how people often go off about how amazing Final Fantasy 14 is and how amazing the story is. And don't get me wrong, 14 has good moments in the story where The closest parallel would be like Lord of the Rings when Gandalf puts down his staff and says, "You shall not pass." You know, that's an amazing moment that everyone remembers. But now imagine in 14 in 14 or in Lord of the Rings where for every one of those moments you had 12 hours of just filler, of just running around, looking at trees, looking at bushes, eating some rations, making stew, you know. It's just kind of a waste of time. And I still wish that 14 kind of learned what SWTOR did, where you had leveling quests, then you had at certain levels you would do the main story quest, but it's all the main story in 14. That's my problem with it. But again, you know, that's something this game does good. The quests are good. The quests are very, very good. You know, they matter. The quest matters. They're not just there just to. Are we running back? We must be running back, or at least just checking on stuff. Oh. He already ran underneath the bed. Too bad. So it looks like we're taking another break. So you can see we take a good deal of breaks. And you kind of have to take breaks sometimes, you know? Because you always hear about that, you know, about the people who didn't take breaks in like China or Korea. You know, they played some game until their legs fell off and then they hurt. And then they lost circulation and blah, blah, blah. And then they died. And they died doing what they loved, playing games. Sorry about that. I think this game has a lot of potential. It'll depend how uh, some certain things coming along are going. But I plan on playing this game a long time, probably until at least Pantheon uh, comes out in a more gets closer to launch. I'm sure I'll probably dip in for tests and whatnot here and there, especially after I hit 50. But you know, when I hit 50, I'm still gonna be playing this game. I'm still gonna be helping Nathan out on the streams, helping people out, leveling up my crafting. My crafting is slacking by a lot because hunting is such a grind. And yeah, it's a very yeah, it's a very chill night tonight. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And everyone here, their uh their crafts are high because they literally they harvest everything they see, they gather everything they see, and then they process it every day. And that's kind of what you have to do. It just sucks because early on, it's very hard to gather and group because 8 seconds just takes too damn long. So it's like, well, I can either gather or I can help my group out. And most people, they don't want to feel like they're greedy and that they're holding out on their group, so they're going to help the group out. Let's appreciate the scenery again. Can we see Bloopeter? Yes, we can. Wow, look at that. Look at that beautiful screenshot. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's probably true. I wouldn't doubt you, because I've had chests spawn in where I've gotten mushrooms in like Undercroft before. Not Undercroft, yeah, Undercroft, one chef.
Apple while holding your tongue. You ever fed apple?
This game and rats, man. I might record this. Yeah, I'm gonna record this and make this like a BRB. Let's get rid of that. And then people watching it will be like, why is there a guy doing a mime thing? I'll say, well, you're just gonna have to watch 8 streams ago and find out. Let's see. It's been recording for... I can't see. I can't see how long I'm recording for. Yeah, this will be perfect. Perfect composition. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And then you have that part where S'more's looking at me. And he's like, well, why aren't you back yet? I think I've only seen one Gulo. One other person with the full set. At least that's just me. That's all big happenstance and all that. Let's see. I think I like messed up my thing. Why is it over there? Weird. That's the problem though. You gotta commit. We'll probably have to commit at level 50 to getting a full set of White Wolf. Wild Wolf, my bad. But yeah, there was a tank I was grouping with like a month or two ago that had the full set, and people were like, "Damn, I want that full Gator scales get set, yo! Give me that full Gator! Give me that full Gator, please! Looks so interesting and different than the regular gear." Okay, I think that'll be good. That's like 3-4 minutes. And now we can turn all the fun stuff back on. And then actually I do one of these. One of these. Oop. Oh. So actually, I will be right back. And I'll be back. I'll only be gone a minute or two. So hold in. All right. Here, yes, we can zoom in on. Well, I would, but he's not here right now. Where is... Hey, Gula, where is Blubs right now? Oh, he's probably running back to repair. My bad. I asked, yeah. I asked and then I knew immediately what it was. You don't need to see that. And now it's not 9 anymore. Why would you give that away? Who would want that? Hey, I got this trash item. You guys want this free trash? It's free? Actually, no. Okay, it is crafted. Okay, that's why they're giving it away. Because I thought it was like one of those like crappy crappy dropped items, but I guess it isn't. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think a lot of people just get also kind of set in their ways about things. Like I think there's some people who really like put all their money into like auto attacks. When I think in reality auto attacks help, but you're not doing auto attacks when you're executing abilities. But at the end of the day, if someone comes around and is like, well, I think I found something new and cool you can do with this, or I think this might be a better way. I mean, I'll look at it. I'm not too above myself to look at something else, see if it works, see if it doesn't work. I mean, when you get that good weapon, it feels great. So yeah, there's the Cobalt, uh, Curious and Greaves, very fancy, very fancy.
Heidi,
All right.
Sean.
Oh, gloves back if you want to show them the stuff, Mr. C.
I already showed it.
Oh damn, I didn't even see.
Too
job.
slow.
You ain't got any wolf armor yet, have you,
No.
Sean?
Yeah, those are nice too. I think those are those the decorated or is those something else? I don't remember.
To build
You
it.
guys could all be in part of the. You guys
I'll
could all
get
be
there.
part of
I'm not.
the
I'm
one
not
white.
sweating.
Where are we going? Okay, we're going over here. Listen, Blubs knows where he's going. I don't. I just follow him. We're killing a rat. Killing a rat.
Oh yes, I should drink some apple juice. Just let her leash.
Mhm. But I hope everyone's who's here. Oh, have a good night, Zig. Hope you have success in Embers and other stuff and stuff. And hope I get the drops. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. These Ember streams have been really weird for me for some reason. Because it'll be like some nights, some Sundays I get like, I get like 5 people, and some days I get like 13 people. So those 7 people, they're kind of loosey goosey. They do whatever they want. Why, hello.
And it was pathing. Okay.
Look at that. Look at that.
Hello, Dolly.
Hell yeah.
I know, right? I just had that instinct, man. I was like, man,
See how
let's
big
just
this
go
one is?
backwards this time. It's gonna be another
It's gonna
green.
be green.
All right.
Will I get
Timer's started.
to, or will Heidi get to? Well, I mean, I
Fancy.
passed on one of them.
Shit. Fantasy.
The goodness is
Well-
that if one more drops, it's yours.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Next to yours, Sean.
Yeah. Hey. If one drops, if I get another one.
I got them pumped up kicks. Nice. I like now I don't look like such a heathen. Ugh. But appreciate everyone who's here, who's chilling, having a good time, having a good laugh, getting them drops, getting them kicks. So yeah, I guess the greaves are the common. At least we're getting consistent consistent spawns
I think the real
now.
question is if we when we go to alts, S'more, you're playing Snoo Snoo, right?
Yeah.
Oh well, then I'll just play Caroline. I'll just be a duelist. Well,
You've
wait a
said
minute, but
this like 100 times.
That's nice, yeah. So wait. I need to see if there's wild wolf stuff for the spalders. Or if it's just chest, legs, boots, gloves, and helm. And not spalders. He's on this guy. Assume we're on this guy. Nope, we're on that guy. Alright. Whoopsie doodles. Whoopsie
Come
doodles.
on, who y'all hitting?
But some things, if I do get enough followers, and I get channel points, or I might add these as donos in the future. Whoopsie doodles, that clip, not of me, but that clip that you'll see what it is, fun. Think about it with Professor Dave. I was talking about that earlier in the stream, but Cowboy Who it was an obscure show in Canada that is perfect for having on in the background. At 3 a.m. when you're like working on stuff or you're playing games or whatever. It's perfect for that. But think about it with Professor Dave is from that. And it's all on YouTube. Well, it's hard to find on YouTube because if you search Cowboy Who, you're going to get like, who was this cowboy in this thing? I don't know. Was it Bluebeard? Was it at the OK Corral? Was it in all these places and things? I don't know.
It shouldn't even matter. We killed the feral, right?
I know. I'm
We
just
got
trying
20
to.
minutes.
We got 15 left.
Well, we still gotta clear the PHs though.
No, we don't.
No,
The
we
feral
don't.
is the pH.
That is the pH. Yeah.
It's like killing bandit.
Yeah. So we just have to wait 20 minutes, and then if we're lucky, we'll get him to spawn down here.
Well, why don't we go kill the middle shit then?
Dude, it's gonna. That's why I'm just clearing for experience. We can go down the middle. That's fine.
Well, we got experience and loot down there.
Yeah, we've had a somewhat successful day. We got 2 drops we haven't seen yet. We have 2 drops we've never seen. We got a piece of that beautiful wild wolf. Well, if it isn't Senor Dracamus. How you doing, my dude? How are you this Sunday evening? Did you hit 20 on your warden? Or not yet? Oh, nice. Getting them skills, paying them bills. That's what I like to do. I'm trying to help you, S'more. No. There we go. Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw that. You posted it in the glamour. I'm gonna have to post a picture in the glamour when I get all this white wolf. So yeah, currently we are in the distant land of Freehold, which is this area here. But you've never been to Red Shore, so all this is just a big old mystery. But when you do go here, you're gonna notice that you're gonna be able to find all this area, but not these areas. And that's because those are 2 different places. Where is Blub? There's Blub. He was getting that. We good. We good in the neighborhood. Wait, please, can you not chew on stuff when I'm streaming? My cat loves to chew on plastic, especially when I'm streaming. Not any other time, mind you. Only when I'm streaming. Well, he does other times, but mostly when I'm streaming. That's when he goes, alright. Time to really annoy my owner. So you can't see it in the live cam, but there's a point where I pick up something and I throw it. Oh, I hit my thing. Where I pick up something and I throw it, and that's because one of the cats was like running around the tripod that I had set up, so I had to throw something at him to distract him, and it worked. You'll know it when you see it in the live cam. I could try to get some cat stuff in there. I'm probably gonna record another one. That's right, another one. Oh, he's got it. He's got it. We good. We good in the neighborhood. Yeah, it's pretty. It's been a little quiet tonight. I don't know what it is. People, you know, they probably thought when they saw me online that I was doing more Forgotten Depths, and I wasn't. Yeah, actually, you're right. That's exactly what it is. I was only on just so that I can jump off the bridge behind Derek when they were cooking, when they're in front of the cooking, and then I did it a couple times, and I was like, okay, that's good enough. That'll be good for a highlight later. But yeah, I've been taking a hiatus from the PA tests, mainly so that I don't get burnt out on Thrown Fast, and so that the game will be more fresh, and that I'm not like trying to test every single little, like, oh, we added a new recipe, woo. Dot dot dot. I know. Sacrilege. Oh, we got it named. Yeah. I'm taking a hiatus. I'll be back when I'm back. Get this guy, let me get this guy, let me get this guy. Bink. And we're good. Yeah. I hope they add it'll be nice. Oh hey, wolfskin threads. I'm wearing those right now. I think Heidi's the last one that doesn't have them. Yeah. It would be nice if they added because that's also kind of the problem. I don't think this is NDA because they've talked about it before about it being 24-hour tests. And I feel like a lot of people they have to like really go hard on those 24 hours to get the most out of their money. And you know, and it's just gonna get reset, so can't don't want to burn myself out. Wit, please. Listen. I need you to not chew on plastic for just a little longer. Just a little longer wit, please. All I ask. It's funny because we've never had a cat. Because, like, he will find plastic. He doesn't have a nose for gold. He has a nose for plastic. And he will find it and he will chew it. And he will eat it. And then he'll puke it out 10 to 15 minutes later. And I mean, now that I'm talking about it again, even the rewind's taking a hiatus for good reasons, because you don't want to be sitting there talking about a whole lot of nothing. Hey, Pantheon News, Ben and I made something. Okay, bye. That'd be the whole thing. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully September is big and good. But yeah, it's really nice I got that. It's really nice I got that, that second boot. Really completes the ensemble. Let's see. I should probably delete some crap. I mean, maybe I did kill a polar bear. Maybe there are polar bears in this game. We just haven't seen any. But it's the only armor set that looks like this in the game. Except for there's like a chest piece somewhere that has a similar graphics as this chest piece. But the rest of the armor, can't get it. Can't get anything that looks like it. And that's the real reason we're doing this. Because the stats are slightly better. Well, like I was saying earlier, the stats aren't amazing, but they do look better. Like here's Mulberg Reeves that I was just literally just wearing. 5 combat move, 5 positional. And these are the level 40, which is 4 combat move and 6 positional, which is it's a tiny little bit better. And if it looked exactly like Mulberg, I wouldn't care. But since it looks so different and you stand out, and everyone goes, "Wow, who's that white boy?" You tell them that's me, my wild wolf. But we call it white wolf because it's a white wolf that drops it. And oh, speaking of other stuff I got, this is a very rare axe that we got to drop last night. The Sovereign's Will. Look at that, 12 haste, 15 to 64 damage, 18 to 2-hand damage. All the damages. But you're a bowman, you wouldn't know anything about that. But it's also something I hit 40. I got this quest item that I can finally use, the Master Hunter's Longbow. And there's just like, I think you're probably gonna have to make A, level up your woodworking, and B, make your bows at a certain point. Because there's just not a lot of bows out there. It's like they made a bunch of bows for low levels, and then they were like, okay, here's some here, and then here's one from the final level 40 quest, and then none. Until I see something. I haven't seen anything though. But yeah, this game needs more range. And it doesn't need to be where it's like, okay, I want to play for 2 hours. I gotta get wood for another 2 hours, and then I can wood it up, shoot it up. But yeah, I was also discussing that earlier, how the atomization needs work. What? That was one of my group members. It's like, man, why are they just sitting in front of it? I will get this boy in the back. Bonk. Yeah, up until 30. Well, even at 30, if you're like me and you want a longbow, you don't have any options really. Because all the level 20, 25, and level 30 bows from Forgotten Depths, those are short bows. And honestly, I don't think you want short bows because it has less of a delay, meaning you're going to be shooting more arrows, meaning you're going to get more arrows in the future. But who would have thunk Pantheon PA testers and watchers of Embers Adrift content have some overlap? Hmm. Was that a named? Oh, I'm needing on those bitches. Was that a named? Hold on. No, that wasn't a named.
I'll pass because
Whoops. Shit.
sure I ain't got anything yet.
Nope.
Alright, fucking start that timer again.
What
I think I might
fantasy
have-
got 'em? Right.
I think someone else looted him because I. Oh no, I got him. We're good.
I am not going to pull any wolves. I'm going to. Don't kill any more 3-up wolves right now. I got this spot, that spot, the wall spot, and down by the end.
Big man and a little whatever. Seven, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I didn't even notice. This isn't that bad. Big man. Oh my god. This is too much. This is too much power in one fat man. It's too big and too fat.
We're there. I don't want to kill that one. I don't want to kill that one. No, don't come with me, trained wolf. Leave him the fuck alone. The key is leave the fucking rest of the wolves up. Fuck.
Yep. Ah, shit.
I know where he spawned, so it's not the end of the world. He's not a placeholder, I know that.
I lose. I think I'm losing like 5 positional.
If I can get them all, then I know how to 3-man.
Actually, I'm losing like 4
That's the
positional.
point. If I can find all...
I lose 4 positional, but I gain 5 style points. I'm just too. But yeah, I'll pass on the rest of the stuff from now on. I wasn't paying attention. I just saw a wild wolf and I let Jesus take the wheel. But man, we did get them drops. We got them. I mean, I got the curious and I got the falls. Those are obviously going to be the hardest pieces to get. So I can't really complain. Well, it's funny, I passed on one of the Greaves earlier, and then Morlock won it. So even when you try your best, it just doesn't work out. But look at this. Look at this. This is too much. This is too much for this game. They're going to have to censor me. They're going to put a giant black bar that censors my entire character at all times. Shit, I didn't see. Oh, no, I thought there was an archer back there or something.
Executioner's coming up.
Watch us get a fucking axe. Just fucking watch us. I'll stun this other guy.
Drop that axe, baby.
Just drop anything else with that fucking stupid ass shit.
Well, at least it wasn't a hood.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
I will grade on it, and I didn't win it, but that's fine. That's less inventory space for me in the future. Yeah. I wonder if at 50 I'll have just enough armor weight to fully equip all the slots.
Oh shit, did we start the timer, brother, for the last wolf kill?
It'd be cool if we get a what's her face to spawn and then we get a dagger of the stabber. That'd be neat. But I mean, honestly, since Blover's been running this whole parry build stuff, I barely do any CC anymore. But yeah, getting the falls was nice for me
You
because I
knocked the
didn't.
Woodman out.
You tornado on the ground. Right behind the
Yeah.
pillar.
I didn't have the mole bear falls. So this is nice because I have it. I have falls I can use. This guy needs stun? No. He's good for a good bit. And this is why having range is good. Because if you don't have ranged, they're gonna run away. Also, sometimes things AoE and it sucks.
Third time's the charm, right, Smart?
Sure.
Someone popping me? No. So it seems like it's pretty plausible for all your DPS to get decked out in Wild Wolf. Or at least get like a couple pieces for all your DPS. Good lord, look at all these dudes. There we go. God, look at this beauty. This beauty of a man.
Ah, I want to fall.
So wondrous. So grossly incandescent. It's pretty crazy that we've only seen that one fervent.
Super laggy for you guys up here.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You have a
Laggy,
little bit
just-
of flicker every once in a while.
Yeah. Same, same.
I forget what I was gonna say. But yeah, I'm probably gonna record more. Let me get this little jerk in the back. Probably gonna record more. Another one of these. I think I'm gonna try for this week. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, we're still chilling, you know, having a good old time in Freehold. God, yeah. God, it's just so much more better than the Mole Bear. In both stats. Jesus, what was that? Weird. It's all hyper. Right, he's trying to sabotage the stream. What's going on? What's going on, Wit? You alright, buddy? I think he's alright. He's just a little wild. You know how they get with the zoomies. Oh.
You guys want to take a 5?
Yep.
Alright, let's go do this up here.
So I think we're probably gonna call it right around there. 2 hours and 11 minutes. Yeah, that ain't bad for some free holding. Free holding. We saw some good drops. We saw some good blops. And yeah, if this is Embers Adrift, if you're interested in this, go to Google Embers Adrift into your hottest Google search engine and just check it out, you know? See if it's what you want. See if it's what you don't want. And yeah, I will be back this Wednesday again, playing more Eternum. And that game is it's just such a wild game. I'll probably make some shorts about it. That's how wild and crazy it is. And but yeah, like I said, we had a pretty good run. I got 2 pieces of White Wolf in one stream. Very nice. Can't complain about that. Not one iota. We are going to... Yeah, we're going to head back to the entrance. We're going to chill at the campfire. I bet you this is where the lower half... Okay, we're going to AFK here, actually. But, yeah, this was a good stream. Hope everyone has a good one. I will be, like I said, I'll be back this Wednesday. And we are going to raid, I think Steel Buffalo started. Let me check. He started not that long ago. Yes, he did. So we're gonna raid Steel Buffalo. All three of us that are chilling around. And see you guys on the flip side. Hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday, and I'll see you Wednesday.
Do you know what the claw drops? I'm not gonna loot it.